Welcome to a journey through the hidden scandals of Hollywood's past. Today, we're exposing the untold stories of 15 actresses from the 1960s who were just as famous for their controversies as their talent. From career-shaking feuds to headline-grabbing scandals, these stars lit up the screen and sparked plenty of drama. Join us as we reveal the secrets behind their fame. Faye Dunaway. Faye Dunaway, known for her iconic role as Bonnie in Bonnie and Clyde, has developed quite the reputation as one of Hollywood's most challenging personalities, both on and off set. Many who have worked with her describe her as entitled, especially toward service staff. One story that stands out involves an incident at JFK Airport, where Dunaway allegedly caused a scene demanding an upgrade and reportedly shouted, "Do you know who I am?" Her behavior on set has been equally notorious. During the filming of Chinatown, rumors circulated that she once threw a cup of urine at director Roman Polanski after he denied her a bathroom break. When The Guardian's Zan Brooks asked about it years later, Dunaway ended the interview, calling the question insulting. The stories continued with Mommy Dearest, where Polanski reportedly called her behavior insane, stating that she even drove staff members to quit. Despite her success, time hasn't seemed to mellow Dunaway's temper. She's still known for public outbursts, directed at photographers, journalists, and anyone she perceives as disrespecting her. Bette Davis. Celebrated as one of Hollywood's finest actresses, Bette Davis was also infamous for her strong personality and fiery temper, which often led to tensions on set. Known for her dedication to craft, Davis didn't hesitate to challenge anyone she felt was compromising her work, which resulted in a series of legendary on-set clashes. One particularly shocking incident occurred during the filming of Mr. Skeffington. The set was intensely lit, so Davis frequently used an eye wash between scenes to soothe her eyes. However, someone allegedly tampered with the eye wash in her dressing room, attempting to harm her. When Davis used it, she immediately started screaming, realizing something was terribly wrong. Fortunately, she wasn't permanently injured, but the incident left everyone on set on edge. What made this incident even more eerie was the response it elicited from the cast and crew. According to stories from the set, when asked who might have wanted to harm Davis, 100 people would raise their hands. One of her most infamous feuds was with co-star Joan Crawford on the set of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. The two actresses reportedly despised each other, and their rivalry made its way into filming. Davis allegedly kicked Crawford so hard during a scene that Crawford needed stitches, and Crawford, in retaliation, filled her costume with weights to make it harder for Davis to carry her in one take. Another example of Davis's strong personality was during the filming of Jezebel, where she clashed with director William Wyler. Wyler's perfectionism clashed with Davis's demands, leading to tension on set. However, Davis admired Wyler and later credited him with bringing out some of her best work, despite their heated confrontations. She also fought with Warner Brothers, famously suing the studio to gain control over the roles she accepted. While she lost the case, the lawsuit made waves in Hollywood, cementing her reputation as a fierce advocate for her career. Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball's reputation for being tough and demanding extended far beyond her lovable on-screen roles. Despite her comedic genius, Ball could be difficult to work with due to her high standards and unyielding personality. Her directorial control over The Lucy Show and Here's Lucy gave her immense influence, and she wasn't shy about using it. Co-stars frequently reported that she'd shut down any creative input she disagreed with, maintaining an iron grip on every aspect of production. This sometimes led to tense confrontations, as Ball was known to fire crew members she felt were not performing up to her standards without hesitation. Another incident occurred on the set of The Lucy Show, where Ball reportedly reprimanded a cameraman so harshly that he quit on the spot. She was also rumored to have verbally clashed with guest stars if she felt they weren't putting in the same level of effort she demanded from herself. Her tendency to criticize co-stars led to discomfort on set, with some actors avoiding interactions with her when possible. One of her longtime co-stars, Vivian Vance, who played Ethel Mertz on I Love Lucy, had a famously rocky relationship with Ball. Though they shared great on-screen chemistry, off-screen tensions were high, as Ball could be overly critical and controlling, at times making comments about Vance's appearance and weight. While Vance eventually left the show, reportedly to escape Ball's intense personality, the two maintained a complicated friendship, often sparring over control issues. Zsa Gabor. Zsa Gabor was the epitome of Hollywood glamour, known for her beauty, charm, and wit. However, beneath the glitz, those who knew her often described her as difficult, mean, and selfish. Her complex relationship with her only child, Francesca Hilton, revealed a darker side to her personality. Gabor's controlling nature clashed with Francesca's desire for independence, leading to years of tension between mother and daughter. After the death of Francesca's father, who was Conrad Hilton, Gabor reportedly took advantage of her position to manipulate the inheritance, securing most of the family's wealth for herself while leaving Francesca with little. Francesca was forced to pursue a lengthy legal battle against her mother in a desperate attempt to claim what she felt was rightfully hers. Tragically, Francesca's fight left her financially strained and isolated, while Gabor continued to live a life of luxury, seemingly unmoved by her daughter's hardships. This wasn't the only incident that highlighted Gabor's ruthless side. Known for her unapologetic pursuit of wealth and status, Gabor's marriages often fueled rumors that she prioritized personal gain over genuine connection. She famously quipped, "I am a marvelous housekeeper. Every time I leave a man, I keep his house." Gabor's extravagant lifestyle and public persona masked a complex and often harsh reality. Her relentless pursuit of wealth and social status, at times at the expense of those closest to her, created a legacy as complex as the woman herself. Katherine Deneuve. Renowned for her poise and beauty on screen, Katherine Deneuve is often hailed as an icon of French cinema. Yet while her performances have won her acclaim worldwide, Deneuve's behind-the-scenes behavior has frequently clashed with her polished image. Known for her strong opinions and uncompromising nature, she has often been described as challenging to work with, and her relationships with co-stars and crew members have been notoriously strained. On set, Deneuve's perfectionism sometimes crossed into impatience, particularly with crew members she felt were not meeting her standards. Colleagues have recounted incidents where she would openly criticize or dismiss the work of those around her, creating a tense environment. Her sharp comments and high expectations reportedly made filming with her difficult, and some co-stars found her hard to approach. One notable instance of her divisive opinions surfaced in 2018, when Deneuve publicly criticized the Me Too movement, accusing it of going overboard. She, along with others, signed a controversial letter claiming the movement risked criminalizing harmless flirtation. Her stance sparked widespread criticism and led many to view her as unsympathetic to the experiences of others. This wasn't the first time Deneuve's outspoken views put her at odds with her industry peers, as she has often been unafraid to challenge popular opinion. Even in her later years, Deneuve's reputation for bluntness and her unwillingness to soften her approach persisted. Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews, cherished for her angelic soprano voice and her roles in Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music, has long been seen as Hollywood's embodiment of charm and wholesomeness. Yet behind her enchanting on-screen presence lies a more complex figure, with some colleagues suggesting that Andrews' demeanor off-camera could be far less warm. Her co-star Richard Harris, for instance, described her as occasionally condescending, hinting that the sweet public persona didn't always align with her interactions with those she worked with. Despite her reputation for professionalism, there were times when Andrews' high standards and direct approach were challenging for others on set. Known for her intense dedication to her craft, she reportedly did not hesitate to voice her opinions about colleagues' performances or production choices, leading some to feel she was overly critical. Such instances created moments of tension, particularly during the high-stakes productions that marked her career. In the late 1990s, Andrews faced a major setback when a botched throat surgery ended her singing career, forcing her to reinvent herself within the industry. Instead of stepping back, she embraced new avenues, writing children's books and taking on directing projects. Even into her late 80s, Andrews remained active in the entertainment world, admired for her resilience and adaptability, though some in the industry have noted that working alongside her requires navigating a formidable personality that contrasts with her beloved image. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood, a luminous talent born on July 20th, 1938, in San Francisco, captivated audiences from a young age. Starting her career as a child star in Miracle on 34th Street, 1947, she grew into one of Hollywood's most cherished actresses, earning acclaim for her roles in Rebel Without a Cause, 1955, and West Side Story, 1961. Wood had a rare ability to portray vulnerability and strength, especially in roles like Maria in West Side Story, where she conveyed a powerful emotional depth that resonated with audiences. Her success was reflected in her 3 Academy Award nominations, solidifying her as a leading actress of her era. While her professional life sparkled, Wood's personal life was filled with turbulence. Her marriage to actor Robert Wagner was notably rocky, as the two divorced and later remarried, with their relationship often under the spotlight. Behind her polished Hollywood image, Wood faced inner struggles and insecurities, which added a layer of complexity to her life and career. Tragically, her life came to a mysterious end on November 29th, 1981, when she drowned at the age of 43 during a boating trip with Wagner and actor Christopher Walken. The circumstances of her death remain controversial and largely unsolved, with questions lingering about what happened that night. Her untimely and enigmatic death has since overshadowed her career in some respects, adding a haunting quality to her legacy as a Hollywood icon whose life was cut short under tragic circumstances. Barbara Steele. Barbara Steele, while known for her unforgettable performances in horror and Gothic cinema, developed a reputation for being challenging on set, often clashing with directors and co-stars due to her intense personality and strong artistic opinions. Her career was marked by stories of friction with filmmakers, as she was known for pushing back on decisions she disagreed with and questioning direction if she felt it didn't align with her interpretation of a character. One of her most notorious clashes was with Mario Bava, the director of Black Sunday, the film that catapulted her to fame. While Bava's vision defined the movie, Steele was reportedly vocal about certain scenes and aesthetic choices, which led to tension between them. Bava was known for his meticulous direction and was not accustomed to actors questioning his choices, and Steele's insistence on asserting her viewpoint created a strain on set. Steele's boldness and unfiltered opinions didn't stop there. On other projects, she reportedly disagreed with Italian directors about the direction of her scenes, which sometimes led to heated exchanges. Known for her sharp wit, Steele didn't shy away from making her thoughts known, even if it led to tension with other actors. Her complex relationship with the horror genre itself also created an internal conflict for her. Although Steele became a horror icon, she sometimes felt pigeonholed and resisted being typecast, leading her to approach certain projects with frustration. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford's Hollywood legacy is as famous for drama off-screen as it is for her on-screen performances. Her legendary feud with Bette Davis reached its peak during Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? The tension was real. Davis allegedly kicked Crawford in the head during a scene, and Crawford got even by wearing weights, making scenes where Davis had to drag her far more challenging. Crawford was also known for her perfectionist streak. She demanded immaculate sets, personally inspecting everything, and her obsession with order often delayed production and strained her relationships with directors and crew. In a surprising move in 1968, Crawford stepped in for her adopted daughter Christina on the soap opera The Secret Storm while Christina was recovering from surgery. This overreach into her daughter's career didn't go over well and fueled public criticism. Her conflicts extended to co-stars too. While filming Johnny Guitar, she and Mercedes McCambridge clashed, leading to heated arguments and a lasting grudge. These moments cemented Joan Crawford's reputation as one of Hollywood's most demanding and unforgettable personalities, adding a layer of real-life drama to her iconic status. Sophia Lauren. Sophia Lauren, celebrated as one of Italy's greatest cinematic icons, had her share of on-set controversies and clashes that painted her as a challenging personality to work with. Known for her fiery temperament, Lauren's strong opinions often led to tensions with directors and co-stars. Her insistence on having a say in how scenes were filmed sometimes put her at odds with directors who were less inclined to collaborate, leading to several heated exchanges on set. One of her most well-known feuds occurred with actress Jayne Mansfield, which sparked after Mansfield allegedly attempted to steal attention during a high-profile Hollywood event. The infamous moment when Mansfield leaned over to reveal her cleavage in front of Lauren led to tension between the two actresses, with Lauren famously giving her a sideways glare that became iconic. While this particular incident didn't happen on a film set, it set the tone for Lauren's determination not to be overshadowed by anyone. On set, Lauren reportedly struggled to maintain cordial relationships with actors who she felt were less committed to their roles. This high standard for professionalism made her a demanding co-star and someone who didn't hesitate to criticize others openly. Although her passion for excellence contributed to her success, it also gave her a reputation for being uncompromising, often making filming a more intense experience for those around her. Patricia Neil. Patricia Neil, born Patricia Louise Neil on January 20th, 1926 in Packard, Kentucky, was a revered American actress known for her deep, distinctive voice and powerful performances. Rising to prominence in the late 1940s and early 1950s, Neil's talent quickly garnered critical acclaim. Her role in The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951, made her a recognizable face, but it was her standout performance as Alma Brown in HUD, 1963, alongside Paul Newman, that earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. Her portrayal of Alma was layered and raw, capturing the character's grit and resilience in a way that resonated deeply with audiences. Though Neil was celebrated for her versatility, her career took a dramatic turn in 1965 when she suffered a series of debilitating strokes at the height of her success. This led to an extended rehabilitation period, during which she fought to regain her strength and return to acting. Her comeback was remarkable. She earned a second Oscar nomination for her performance in The Subject Was Roses, proving her resilience and skill. Her marriage to writer Roald Dahl, though supportive during her recovery, was complex and often tumultuous, adding another layer of challenge to her personal life. Neil passed away on August 8, 2010, leaving a legacy as one of Hollywood's most graceful yet formidable talents, whose work continues to inspire. Jeanne Moreau. Jeanne Moreau was as notorious off-screen as she was captivating on it. Known for her intense dedication to her craft, Moreau could be fiercely demanding on set, which sometimes led to conflicts with directors and co-stars. Her independent spirit and refusal to compromise often made her challenging to work with, as she had strong opinions about her characters and wasn't afraid to push back on direction she didn't agree with. Moreau's relationships with iconic directors like François Truffaut and Louis Malle were occasionally strained due to her insistence on creative control. She was known to halt production if she felt the character's portrayal didn't align with her vision, resulting in friction that slowed filming and tested the patience of her collaborators. Her on-set feuds weren't limited to directors. Co-stars sometimes found her hard to approach. Moreau's uncompromising nature and direct attitude made her a powerful, if daunting, presence. While this intensity contributed to the remarkable depth of her performances, it also created tension behind the scenes. Despite her difficult reputation, Moreau's contributions to film are undeniable. Her legacy endures as a testament to her artistry and her determination to remain true to herself, even at the cost of Hollywood-style harmony. Honor Blackman. Honor Blackman, known for her fierce roles as Pussy Galore in Goldfinger and Kathy Gale in The Avengers, also had a reputation for being outspoken and challenging to work with. Blackman was known for her strong opinions and wasn't afraid to voice them on set, which sometimes led to tension with co-stars and directors. She approached her roles with high standards and expected the same from those around her, which could be daunting for cast and crew. Her role in Goldfinger put her alongside Sean Connery, but the two didn't exactly see eye to eye. Blackman openly criticized Connery's acceptance of knighthood, especially given his support for Scottish independence while living outside the UK. This created a notable rift between the two, which added a layer of friction to their professional relationship. Blackman's determination to avoid being typecast also put her at odds with some directors who wanted to capitalize on her Bond girl image. She resisted roles that emphasized her looks over her acting ability, leading to disagreements with producers who saw her as a marketable symbol rather than a serious actress. Her bold personality and no-nonsense attitude both contributed to her trailblazing legacy and left behind stories of a strong-willed actress who wasn't afraid to stand her ground. Deborah Kerr. Deborah Kerr, known for her elegance and poise on screen, wasn't always the serene presence she appeared to be in her films. Despite her reputation for grace, Kerr had her fair share of clashes behind the scenes. Known for her strong opinions about her roles, Kerr occasionally disagreed with directors, especially when she felt their direction didn't align with her interpretation of a character. Her time working with Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger, for instance, saw moments of tension when Kerr questioned certain choices, leading to a few heated discussions on set. In Hollywood, Kerr's pursuit of perfection sometimes rubbed co-stars the wrong way. During the filming of From Here to Eternity, Kerr and co-star Burt Lancaster were rumored to have occasional friction. Lancaster, known for his intense and direct style, reportedly clashed with Kerr's methodical approach, making some scenes uncomfortable for both actors. Kerr's insistence on high standards extended to her interactions with crew members. She was known to halt production if she felt something wasn't up to par, frustrating directors and causing delays. While Kerr's professionalism was never questioned, her determination for a perfect shot sometimes created friction, earning her a reputation as a talented but demanding actress. Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot, the iconic French actress who rose to fame in the 1950s and 60s, left behind a reputation not just for her beauty and bold roles, but also for her notorious behavior on set and frequent clashes with co-stars and directors. Known for her unapologetic personality, Bardot often challenged her colleagues and was outspoken about her own views, creating a sometimes tense working environment. Directors and co-stars found her unpredictable and difficult to manage, with several reporting that she would ignore direction if it didn't suit her vision of a role. Her insistence on doing things her way led to numerous arguments, and her dismissive attitude toward authority figures in the film industry only heightened her difficult label. After leaving the spotlight, Bardot's outspoken nature continued to stir controversy. Her intense activism for animal rights often led her to make highly critical and at times offensive statements, particularly on issues of Islam and immigration. Her comments on these subjects have led to multiple fines in France for inciting racial hatred, casting a shadow on her public image. While Bardot's activism for animal welfare has been groundbreaking, her legacy is a complex one, marked by her undeniable impact on cinema and animal rights, alongside a history of conflict and divisive views that continue to provoke debate.